Hi, happy Wednesday. How you guys doing? I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. I had a wonderful, productive day as well. Happy hump day. Glad it's over. I wanted to come and give my review on Our Kind of People. I was supposed to give my review last night, but I happened to take some medicine and I was knocked out. I see my camera keeps fading, but that's all right because I've ordered me a ring light, and I'm getting it together. Okay, so ain't nobody gonna be mad but the devil. I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't know why, but anyway, so Our Kind of People, guys, please go and watch Our Kind of People. When I tell you that show is the bomb.com, .net, .org, dot whatever, trust and believe it's the bomb.com. Okay, so again, the cast is all black, and we know, like some of the main characters we know. We have watched them on different shows, movies, whatever. So when I tell y'all this show is good, please go and watch Our Kind of People. You would do yourself a disservice if you don't. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it up, I guess, because I don't know what's going on with it. So anyway, the scene opened up with I want to call the girl Yaya because that's her name. Angie. She was having a dream, wonderful dream about her and her mom, and her mom was dancing, and then all of a sudden she turned around and a crowd of people split up her and her mom, and she wakes up, and she was like, I need to find out, what did that man do to you? And so she grabbed a picture and throw the picture, which was crazy, but hey. So she goes downstairs, and well, later she is showing she's going downstairs, and her Aunt Patricia and her daughter Nikki was downstairs dancing. They getting ready for Juneteenth, and they said this will celebrate. They celebrate every Juneteenth. So this will be, matter of fact, it's Our Kind of People. I didn't say season 1, episode 2. And the title is Juneteenth, okay? And everybody's getting ready for Juneteenth. So, again, she goes downstairs. Nikki was dancing. She starts dancing with Nikki, and they're talking about Juneteenth. So, why is Angie painting the bottom of her shoes with red fingernail polish? Like, dude, were they already red bottoms and you scuffed them up to the point where the red scraped off? Or are you perpetrating the funk and this is actually some regular shoes and you just happen to paint them red? Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. These tough times, I guess, but gotta fake it till you make it. But anywho, so she was painting the bottom of her shoes with red fingernail polish. And so she left and went to go have a meeting with good old Teddy Franklin. So they have a meeting, and she's, telling them about, she's telling him how he never was there for her, and how, he shut the door in her face, and she was calling for him, and, he seemed like it kind of bothered him. He did, but he showed up last week and got in the house and was talking to Aunt Patricia. So I don't know why we didn't start the scene off with that this week, but maybe it's coming, okay? So when I see him, for some reason, I just keep getting Papa Pope. I guess because Scandal, he was in Scandal, and I'm not used to him being so calm. I mean, he acted a fool, a little bit in this episode, but not like Papa Pope. But anyway, so she was talking to him or whatever, and she was letting him have it. I mean, she was letting him have it. And so under his, so the camera panned under the desk, and his hand was shaking. So he got up and walked around and he was like, how can we fix it, or how can I help you, or something like that. And she said, what can I do? Oh, he said, what can I do for you? And she was like, nothing, like. So anyway, he was trying. I want to say at that point, because he didn't get rowdy. To me, I don't know what to say, because because he was saying he loved her mom and stuff. He was telling Angie, it wasn't, this story is not what you think. It's not. So maybe her mom was his true love or something, but maybe, the wife had the money. You just never know. You know how it go. Y'all know how it go. Anywho, so she storms out, his office mad or whatever. And so Raymond went to pick up the daughter from jail or whatever, or they came home, I guess, because Taylor pressed charges on her, So she don't threw Taylor off the yacht or whatever. Or Taylor must have been threatened to expose her or something, because she don't want that. She didn't want that out, I guess, until she was ready for it to come out. But, her dad had opened the door, they was having a little moment, and she was like, Dad, I like girls, And he said, and I love you. I was like, that's how you do it. When your children come out to you about whatever, welcome them with open arms, because those are still your children. Okay? So they embraced, and she was okay. She was like, okay, relieved or whatever. I guess that he didn't blow up. And so, then Leah, okay, so Angie had a meeting. She had a meeting with at Franklin headquarters. Okay, she was trying to get it. She's trying to get them to back Eve's crown. So she had a meeting with Raymond and Leah. And so Leah was like, you got all this ghetto packaging, and you need to change the whole look of it. You need to change the whole look of the bottle. And so, she was like, ghetto. So Angie was like, ghetto. I've done pretty well. I don't want to, Leah was saying she needs to change her price, change her packaging. Basically, you just do an overhaul of the whole brand. And so she was like, I have sold, X amount of product at flea markets. Oh, and she was like, because, flea markets, they make billions of dollars. And at flea markets, you know what I'm saying? Because Leah was trying to hit her with something, but then it backfired. She said, so I don't think I'm going to be raising the price, because those people who bought it for this price, I'm not going to X them out. The people that can afford it at this price. No, I'm not going to X them out, So she was like, well, until she can come to reason or whatever, or compromise, then it's a hard no for me. So anyway, when she said, so she left, she got up and left. So she was thinking about it, she was thinking about, hey, should I change it? So she goes on her Instagram account, and she's saying, hey guys, what do y'all think? Y'all been rocking with me forever. What do y'all think about changing, switching it up, changing up the brand, changing up the look, what do you guys think about it? Give me your input on it. And guess who over there watching them? Oh, Leah, she's over there watching. So she, I was like, ugh. Girl, that's your sister. I don't know why you tripping. I don't know why you are tripping. That's your sister, okay? That's your sister. So, she says a no for her or whatever. So Raymond goes and talks to Franklin. And he was telling him about, he think it's a great idea. So, Teddy, he goes talk to Teddy. So Teddy is basically, that's Leah's, Leah is running that, that's her baby or whatever. And, he just went in on Raymond and was telling him, I wouldn't have done this and I wouldn't have done that. And he just, he went in on it when opened up the door for him to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was really, really having, having a moment. So anyway, so he leave or whatever. So Nikki goes to the beach with Taylor. Taylor invites her to go to the beach. And so I guess they're becoming good friends now, whatever. And so some girls had made a comment, and she had jumped in and she was saying, hey, that's the problem. Black people hating on black people or bringing down other black people because of their skin color, which is crazy. And so she was just trying to tell them. And so her and the girl one of the girls got into it, and she run off. And so, anyway, so Leah goes to visit her mom. I guess she's like at a asylum, She goes to visit her mom, and she's talking to her, and she's like, it's me, Leah, and we're getting ready for Juneteenth. And it flashed back to when her mom and her was, getting ready for Juneteenth, and the mom was telling her, help me, and she cut her hand on the roses or something. Next thing you know, here come these men hauling her off, and her dad was like, don't tell nobody about this or whatever. I was like, oh, so, okay, so the mama been crazy for a long time. Oh, okay. So anyway, so she was talking to her mom, and she was like, well, let me finish your hair, and reach and grab Eve's crown. And she looking around. So she goes to Leah's, she goes to Angie's house. She was like, why did you go see my mother? And so, she was like, she said, so then they had a back and forth. She was like, you just mad because I'm your sister. I'm your half sister. That's not going to change. I already did a DNA test. And so Leah was like, how much will it take to get rid of you? How much? And so she goes to write her a check. And so she cut her hand and put some blood on a check and said, here you go. She turned her down. She said, here you go. And matter of fact, you can go run your own DNA test. All I was going to tell you is, I'm your sister. It was so funny. It was so funny. Leah already knew that her daddy cheated. She already knew that her daddy had another child. And eventually she knew, common sense, hey, so the other child probably going to come up sooner or later. Well, she's here. So they go to the Juneteenth festival. Leah shows right on up, right? And so, not Leah, I'm sorry, Angie shows right on up. So here comes, so she's talking to Teddy, her daddy, and she was like, you want to help me? I want to get in the incubator program. And he was like, that Leah runs that. And so she was like, again, you can do nothing. There's nothing you can do like you've always done, nothing. So, right at this moment, she walked away. So right at this moment, here comes Lauren and the grandmama. And so she was like, Mom. So she was like, Mom. Leah was trying to get her, and her mom was like, you're not my daughter. You're not my daughter. Get away from me. Get away from me. You're not my daughter. That's my daughter. She pointed to Angie. And she like, that is not your daughter. And so she was like, you are not my daughter. And she accidentally knocked her mom over on the ground. They picking her up and put her in a wheelchair. It was a mess. They knock her over. They pick her up, put her in a wheelchair. She was like, get away from me. You're not my daughter. You're not my daughter. And so she said, that is not your daughter. I am your daughter. That is the child that no, she, how did she word it? She said that is the bastard child that your husband had with another woman, his mistress. And of course it cut where everybody looking, ooh, right? So Angie was trying to walk away. Leah walked up. She said, no, you're not going to walk away. You're not going to get away that quick. So they go off to talk, right? So Angie had the brilliant idea. She was like, why don't you announce me as your sister? Because, hey, T that don't have a sting to it is not T. If I'm the daughter the sister you didn't know, the daughter, that the long lost daughter, whatever, and you introduce me, there's no T. So now they don't have nothing to talk about. Play right into Angie's hands, honey. She got up there, Leah got up there and announced that this is her sister, and the daddy had announced that this is his daughter. Baby, Angie took that opportunity to get right in front of that mic. Leah was like, what are you doing? She said, I would like to thank I would like to thank them, Leah, for the opportunity to be in the incubator program and launch my Eve's crown. And baby, they was hot. Teddy was hot. Leah was hot. And what could they do about it? Absolutely nothing. Man, play right into her hands. Do you hear me? Play right into her hands. So, the daughter, she had went to the beach to hang out with Nikki. Well, she had been doing drugs or getting high or whatever. She came in late, and Nikki Angie was in her room waiting on her. And so she was like, I really miss, she was getting on her. She took her phone, stay off social media for a week or something like that. And so she was like, I really miss, her grandmother. She really missed her. She was my best friend, and she stormed out the room or whatever. So she's really dealing with it. Her grandmother was her best friend, and she misses her. She said that a few times throughout the episode, that she really missed her grandmother. She was the only friend, her best friend. And so what I had kind of thought, I was like, I wonder is Teddy using Tariq to see what Angie is doing? Because he had talked to Teddy, told Leah that Teddy told Leah that Angie need to go, and so he wants her gone. He wants Angie gone, right? He went so Aunt Patricia went to the graveyard. He got something on her. Like, I think Aunt Patricia killed this man, and Teddy know about it. So she was going to the graveyard to make sure the man was dead. Well, Teddy jumped in the car, and he was like, you need to go. You need to get Leah out of town. You need to get Leah out of town. She said Leah's stubborn. Excuse me, and if she don't want to leave, she ain't leaving. And he was like, I got something on you, and I'm going to use it when the time is right, because he want Leah gone. I mean, he don't want Leah gone. He want Angie gone, And so, Aunt Patricia was telling me she grown, and if she don't want to leave, she is not leaving. She is stubborn. She ain't going nowhere. So you jumping in my car for what reason? I can't make her leave. She don't want to leave. She came here with a purpose, and she gonna fulfill her purpose. What are you in my car for? Now you're intimidated. So Tariq and Teddy have a meeting, and he showed him like this camera he done set up in her house or around the house or something. I'm like, I kind of felt like he was using him to spy on her. I really did. I felt like that. So I'm hoping, because I think, and you know what, Angie might be, baby, she might be doing the same thing, trying to see what she can get out of him too, because Tariq's parents Daddy worked for Teddy Franklin. You know what I'm saying? He was talking, to help this and help that. He was like, my daddy was the help. You don't cross the line, My daddy was the help. So anyway, so Leah was hot. She was pissed off at Lauren for bringing her mama. So she went in her room and she was like, I can't be perfect. You want me to be perfect? I'm trying. Oh, that's my auntie. You knew you have a sister? You have a whole sister? You know, I can't be perfect. You want me to be perfect? She said, I don't want you to be perfect. And she said, Mom, I'm gay. I like girls, you know. And so she didn't, you know, hey, a parent know their child. So she probably already had figured it out. She probably knew. So, I mean, what, you know, so they embrace or whatever. And I was trying to make sure I touched on everything. I think that was everything. Yeah, the name of the event was Red and Black on the Green. It's a Juneteenth celebration. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm just making sure. I'm just reading my notes. Just reading my notes. Making sure I did not miss nothing, guys. This episode was everything. And so, yeah, but the highlight of it for me, when Angie took the lead, and since they introduced her as her child, his daughter, her sister, baby, she took the initiative and put her own self in the incubator program to launch her own Eve's Crown. And she also told her daughter Nikki that she was gonna be the new face of the product, you know. And she was like, really? So she was like, I know my dad was a one night stand, and I was just hoping one day he'll look in my eyes and see his eyes. And her mom was like, what? You know, I guess she wasn't expecting that. And she said, I know you said he was just like a one night stand, but well, come to find out, he must not have been a one night stand, because at the end of the scene, Angie goes to the prison, and out walks this man, and he was like, Angie, what are you doing here? And she said, I think it's time for my daughter to meet her father. So that's how it ended. Hopefully next week we will get more detail about who he is. But when I tell you this episode was great, it was great. It was everything. Guys, please go and watch Our Kind of People. You will not be disappointed at all. Bye.